So I just came back from seeing John Wick 4 and holy shit. And he was all cars with the dragon's breath. He had the pit viper and he was all like car with it. Center axis relock. When I tell you that movie absolutely delivered on being the best in franchise, unmistakable. Now, even though this interview took place before I saw the movie, I just wanted to let you know that I actually did see it, and stay tuned to the end of the episode to get my 90-second review on John Wick 4. Unbelievable. Let's go. What's up, Guns Out Nation? I'm John Keys.
I'm sure Michael Singleton on the road, not in the studio today.
Yeah, Sherman's not there. I would hope your studio doesn't look like a damn Audi. Anyway, listen, guys, that wasn't the glitch that you saw when we opened the show. That was actually the John Wick 4 trailer, or at least one of the trailers that's floating around out there for that amazing dynamic movie that I still haven't seen yet. So
you haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it. Sherman, I just got back from filming with the Outdoors channel.
Now. Well, okay, fair. You were traveling. John was. Can I even say what you were doing?
Yeah, you could say what I was doing. You don't have no details, so yes, you can.
Okay, yeah. So John was doing some really crazy, cool competition stuff with air guns for the Outdoors channel, which is coming in like what, 2 months, John? Coming out.
Yeah. I think it's gonna air in July.
So July. So make sure you guys are following Guns Out, John's page. I'll clearly be resharing it to watch how well John did, represented the Guns Out brand and family very well. So he hasn't seen the movie. I've seen it 3 times. Three times. And I'm
that tells me I need to go see it ASAP. Like as soon as we finish streaming this.
It's like really good.
I'm looking forward to it. But I'm also looking forward to the guest we have today to talk specifically about the movie. None other than Mr. Taran Butler himself. And we're also bringing in another gun connoisseur that would love to talk about all of these amazing firearms in that movie, Mr. Iraq veteran 8888. Let's go, guys. Welcome to the channel.
What's up, guys?
Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Look, really love what you're doing, and I've really enjoyed working with you guys over the years. You're a great bunch of guys.
Thanks,
Eric. Eric, you got like a psychedelic kind of thing going on back there, man.
Yeah, he does. He's in the Zen garden.
I got my lighting. Yeah, you got to keep your stress levels good. You don't want to get too stressed out. You got to find your personal Zen garden in life.
Keys, you're going to get excommunicado for not seeing the movie yet.
You say what?
You're going to get excommunicado for not seeing the movie yet.
No, I'm not going to get excommunicado because I got a coin somewhere here I can give you that'll go ahead and pay my dues for not seeing the movie.
You might have to cut off your finger though, John, in order.
I am not cutting off no digits. Yeah. No. Y'all are too quick with that. I feel like y'all talked about this already.
No one's above the table.
Terrible. So Taran, listen, okay. I don't even know where to begin. Taran, just kind of lay it on us. Give us whatever insight without spoiling the movie for me that you can about this process with the franchise, with Keanu, and making arguably what I'm seeing is being talked about as the best in the franchise.
Well, I never like to give spoilers because I hate when somebody ruins a movie for me, but I know YouTube's going to wreck it if you even touch it right now. So try to see it as soon as you can. I don't know the future of the franchise. I know that, it's a huge hit. It's hard for studios to walk away from something that's making tons of money. So of the 4 movies, it is my favorite movie. Has the best action, the best guns, the best everything. So,
yeah.
Well,
the studio, John, which is why I raised that question at the beginning. The studio, they have already announced that they want another one, which is why I raised that question to you. I want to get your thoughts on the end of the movie because a lot of people were saying, well, wait a minute, how is that going to work? And then some of the movie critics have said, well, if you, at the end, so-and-so said this line and you can build upon that. So there's a lot of maneuvering they can do for number 5.
Well, there is also a spin-off coming out a year from now called Ballerina, and Keanu is in that playing John Wick. So they tried to keep that a secret, but it gets out fast. So
okay, I'll deal with it.
with Ana de Armas. You know who she is, right? She's from Blonde. Mm-hmm. She's from Ghosted and Gray Man. A lot of fun movies. So.
Well, they got to be running out of people to kill, right? I mean, there's quite a pile of bodies at this point, isn't there?
I know. There's a lot of killing. Did all you guys? You haven't seen it, Keys? You saw it though, right?
I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna go see it.
Eric, you haven't seen it yet?
I haven't. I'm kind of busy. Man. We got a lot going on, but I want to go see it in the theaters. Definitely want to see it in the theater.
You got it.
Kind of
Eric, you have to go see it.
It's a theater movie. Don't wait at home. It's gonna be half as good. You guys should do a movie night tonight, Eric and Keys. But Keys got to buy the popcorn.
Okay, man, all of this, I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all messing up my connection over there, talking about cutting my finger off, and now my internet, y'all cutting my internet off, it looks like, because now I'm starting to act like I'm in a Volvo corporation vehicle with Shermichael.
Yeah.
Anyway. So Taran, look, I've seen a ton of videos online about the weapons of John Wick, right?
Yeah.
So I would probably say unanimously, people are saying that the Genesis 12 is the favorite. What is your take on that?
People love the scene. In that scene, he's running the Genesis, but he uses the Pit Viper to get to the Genesis, and he transitions back and forth. He's grabbing mags from guys and doing all of his stuff. It's one of the most incredible action sequences I've ever seen. It's called a oneer, so it's one take of the camera mounted on this system above them. Everything has to go. So the video's of Keanu talking how someone's like 1, 2, 3 when bad guys have to come out, all this stuff, doing his reloads, everything. It wasn't hard to teach him to run the Genesis because when we train him with 308 V7s or AR-15s, obviously it's the same type of platform, AR-15 design, just big and fat like an AR-10. But every movie the director wants to up the game of everything. So with the handgun, I had to go from like a 5.4 inch 2011 non-compensated, which is a beautiful gun, to I wanted to go with the Pit Viper, so it's a 5-inch. It's got a built-in compensator, but it's also got what they call the fangs in the front, so you can stab people with this frame. If you take the slide off, it's as sharp as like a freaking knife from Gavin Hawks. So, which is actually in the box with the gun in the movie, which they replaced the knife from the previous movies with a better quality knife from Hawk Knives. So this thing is unbelievable knife. So that's
my first time seeing a knife. That's my first time seeing anything about a John Wick knife.
There's a knife in the box. There's a knife in the box in the movie, and on the staircase there's some knife action, but it's so fast and crazy, it's hard to see. But there's a knife in the box, and he opens the box. So
very interesting. I actually have that clip. I think you sent me. You said that one clip is it's the Genesis 12 clip, right?
Yeah, one of them's a Genesis one. The other one is the Pit Viper one.
Okay, I tell you what, guys, we're going to do this. I don't care if it spoils it for me because I love seeing the footage. So we're going to actually play the Genesis 12 clip right now. Let's jump to that beautiful footage.
John, the Genesis 12 is amazing, too. I got to shoot it. I love that thing.
And he's got the Pit Viper on there.
What's that?
Oh my Lord. Holy moly. Taran, what in the world did you build?
Yeah, buddy.
Well, it was started back on John Wick 3, and I'm kind of lucky. Like the director went with the Benelli again for the quad loading and all the cool stuff. So I'm very happy at the progression. In John Wick 2, it was a Benelli with the original style of tactical loading under the bottom. John Wick 3 was quad loading, which is the progression of 3-gun. And in John Wick 4, because the Genesis wasn't ready yet, we're working on it. They ended up going to another armorer and using Roccalotti for this one, and got the gun squared away. And it's good. It gave the gun time to be dialed in the best it could possibly be. It would have been a little premature 3 years ago. So at that point, it's like, okay, this might be the last movie. We don't know. Let's go out with the ultimate shotgun. This is the ultimate shotgun on the planet as we speak. There it is, the Genesis Dracarys Gen 12. So
the Dracarys, as in like the Game of Thrones Dracarys.
Yeah. It says it right there on the where you flick to where the full auto is. It's
Wow.
Eric,
looks like there's Dracarys and quite a few people there in that clip. So,
Eric, what are your initial impressions? I mean, you're a gun guy, and you know things about guns from the 1700s to everything in between. I mean, what's your take on something like this when you see the technology and how Taran is constantly trying to develop and push the needle?
I think that magazine-fed shotguns are not without their teething issues. So just by virtue of him having one that runs really great and is duty ready and can actually be used in like competition and in actual combat elements like what obviously Mr. Wick is using in the movie there, that's commendable all in its own, because magazine-fed shotguns have sort of had their growing pains over the years. So I'm very interested in that system. I like that large AR-10 receiver, nice beefy receiver. So that's cool. I'm looking forward to trying one out. It looks like a nice piece of gear, nice soft shooting gun.
Eric nailed it completely, because like back 10 years ago, shooting 3-gun, I won TAC Optics forever, but I wanted to win open division against Jerry Micklick and Michael Voigt, who had dominated that division for 20-something years. I didn't want to do it with some stick-fed shotgun. I want to be the first guy with a mag-fed shotgun. First time I tried with a Sega shotgun, Jam City. Second time, Jam City. Third time, Jam City, I won. Fourth time, I won, but it was 20-second jams. They never worked. I had them rebuilt. They didn't work. Finally got them rebuilt by Dissident, but I'm not really shooting that division or even shooting that much anymore. So they got it dialed in. But they make a great one. So you can get a great Sega type shotgun from Dissident, but if you want an AR platform, nothing beats the Genesis. These things are fully auto, and we've been running it nonstop in classes for promos and everything. It never jams. It's freaking amazing.
That sounds amazing. I mean,
and I like the way that those mags just go straight in instead of having to rock in, because the rock in mags on the Sega pattern, the AK shotguns, it does slow you down a little bit.
Yeah, we designed. I designed for the movie like years ago this mag roll, basically off the one I did for the MPX. So we just put the MPX on steroids and did it. And this gun took time. We thank God the movie didn't go in John Wick 3, because it wouldn't have been the right time for it. And they got a 15-round drum coming out, and to have these on full auto and it runs everything, hot ammo, wimpy ammo, everything, slugs. It's crazy. And they redesigned it again recently, where it's even better now than it was like a month ago.
Taran, how do you do that?
So Taran, that means, don't get pissed at me for doing this, because sometimes I do this inappropriately. But that means you need to send one to Eric to do a review on. He can send it back, keep it. I ain't getting into that. That's between you two. But that means you need to send him one to allow the man to do a review on his 3+ million subscribed YouTube channel. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we'll get him sent one.
Yeah.
Eric will send you Genesis. I'll get a hold of Cody. We'll get it done.
We'll shoot the heck out of it.
Oh, yeah.
I love shotguns. I'm one of those kind of weird people when it comes to gun channels on YouTube, Grand Thumb has been doing a great job of putting out, a lot of shotgun content as well, which I can appreciate. But we've always, done a lot of shotgun work, and there's just something about that visceral power. The payload availability on a shotgun just cannot be second to none. When it comes to energy downrange, energy on target, you just can't beat a good 12-gauge load. And a fast cycling shotgun like that Genesis is definitely in the hands of somebody who knows how to use one, is an extremely deadly weapon for sure.
Taran, I'm gonna ask the question that's gonna make every other manufacturer that sees this video pissed, and that is, how on earth do you manufacture these guns that can cycle any type of ammo? I've seen all of your videos where you have the
yeah,
Sand Viper, the Pit Viper, the TR9, and now the Genesis 12, cycling just any type of ammo you can find in the dirt, on the ground, whatever,
because
and it runs like it's finely tuned, oiled, and shooting the best ammo in the world. How on earth do you do that without, I guess,
to win matches for 25 years, you can't, and being wrecked by so many guns that didn't work for so many times, that all these details matter. There's a lot of gun companies, it's just about aesthetics. Chop a bunch of holes in the slide, do some half-ass stipple job, throw in some gonzo trash trigger job, and from 50 feet away, it looks like a cool gun. You get it in your hand, you're like, are you kidding me? Then point of aim is not even, I want even my Glocks, everything to be perfect point of aim. It just drives me nuts that I even train law enforcement, military, their guns aren't even zeroed. So like, I want stuff to be the best it can be. So the way the angle of the feed ramp, the extractor, the ejector matters. You have an ejector that's cut off at the bottom square, it's going to snap off. Why? Because it cost me a national title once, and I'll never forget it. Having a front sight that's not Loctited, that slipped off at Superstition my first time in the 90s, and lose that championship, it's going to be red Loctited. These details, like magwells that are like, you see a lot of companies have a magwell on a gun. It's a big giant flare, looks like a giant umbrella. You turn it over and the bottom has got giant flats everywhere. Well, I want a funnel. I'm not a brain surgeon. I'm the first guy to make magwells that have a funnel shape to it and radius all the way to the edges. Like, why didn't you guys think of that? It's just simple, and so it's just the details of all this stuff, even with the MagFed shotguns. Like, I just wanted one that would run, and every match it would jam. It's a miracle I won national titles with it jamming. But now this gun, like, if I go back in time, oh my God, it would have been destruction. So just the details, even the front sight. Everybody had a fiber optic front sight that had a fiber optic dot halfway down the blade. So when fiber optics started taking over, like 10, 15 years ago, I didn't jump to it because it was annoying. I could have a blade way above the dot or a dot halfway down. I'm like, so I start cutting them off on a mill and making the fiber at the very top, so I don't have to think. I'm going to shoot the dot, the end. So all my sights and all my guns, Glocks, everything we make, the fiber's at the very top, and it's a thinner blade. It's not some big, fat, giant chunko blade, and I can't shoot a precise shot at 30 yards or whatever on a headshot. So all these little details, when somebody picks up my guns, my 2011s, they don't really know what's going on. They feel it and they go, oh my God, and the smoothness, because the beaver tails and everything are blended a certain way and raised a certain way. All these edges are broken because all my personal guns, when I shot for Infinity, I did all this myself. I didn't just buy an Infinity out of the box like a dork and just shoot it, change the springs, change the extractor, change all the stuff, and make the gun feel good. I thought, I'm going to bring this to the public. I'm not going to worry about winning championships all day long, whatever. I'm not going to do that crap forever. So I want to offer that to the public, and this is an exclusive right here no one knows about.
What is that? I haven't even seen that before.
No one's seen it. I blew my cover. You blew my cover. You set me up. When I was coming up, a gun I loved was and I'm sure Eric would know about this, the Packmeyer Combat Special. And the Packmeyer Combat Special was a bitchinest gun back in the 70s into the 80s. Ross Seyfried shot it. Mickey Fowler shot it. Other guys like that. It was a beautiful gun, custom built, Bomar sights, checkered front strap, main spring housing, all the fun stuff. This is the Combat Special. The Combat Master Special. So it's only going to do like 150 of these. It's just got it's not hard chrome, even though back then hard chrome was great compared to bluing. Back then it was blued on top, hard chrome on the bottom. This is DLC. So it's like a 90 Rockwell finish. It won't wear off. But we're doing a limited run of these with custom boxes. It just gives it that classic older look of the 1911, but it's a 2011, obviously. So it's the John Wick 3, but it's kind of classic, old school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely has that vintage look to it, but that pristine Combat Master finish, though.
But if you look at the beaver tails, like, I don't have a stupid giant memory groove that digs in your hand, yet it still activates when you hold it. So I figured out a way to do that. It was a nightmare. And Extreme Engineering hammers and sears. Everybody's like, well, I'll just use some MIM stuff and polish it a lot. No, I don't want to take a McDonald's cheeseburger and try to make it something from Mastro's or putting more sauce on it. So I'm going to get extreme and just call it a day. It costs a lot. It costs a lot more. Avtech extractor. Well, what is that? Where are you doing that? Well, the 1911 extractor hasn't been changed since 1911 or 1910. So it's just a stupid bent piece of metal that has cost me more titles than I can count. It drives me out. I'm breaking the hook off, or it comes limp and loose. So this is an Avtech. It's the best out there. I don't make it. I just put it in there. It costs 4 times as much money, but then your gun's never going to jam. So I would go back in time and spend $100 not to lose the Nationals in Barry, Illinois, in the last stage of the broken extractor. So these details all matter. The way the beaver tail is blended, how your hand fits into it and is cut, all that is just why these guns are like, oh my God, when they shoot. The triggers are around 2 pounds. It's just insane.
Taran, so on that gun, that's a titanium nitride finish on the hammer and the barrel.
Yeah, the hammer, titanium nitride. We use ion bond, and some of the companies like Richter, and we do a black DLC on the top. I mean, I don't want bluing anymore. Bluing was great on a Colt Python I have in my safe, but you know, it wears off. You holster it for 2 weeks, and now your gun's got big white spots everywhere. So this is ion bond DLC. It's like 90 Rockwell. The same with the frame as their silver version, and then just to give it a nice contrast, the hammer is a bronze. I don't like super gold, you know, like Liberace gold other companies put on their Glocks. It's super bright, you know, Liberace shit. I like more of like a, you know, an FDE look to it. It's just a little more military, more tactical. Thank you for your service.
You notice that with the titanium nitriding, do you get like probably better lubricity, but then also you probably get better velocities, don't you? Because the barrel, the hardness is kind of smooth and everything.
Yeah, all of that, is added to making these guns better across the board.
Wow.
So. And it's not easy. There's so many times that you send a gun and then something happens and the finish doesn't hold up. You got to redo it again. Or to get them right, you're losing money on, you know, some mistake happens and now the finish wears right off. And, you know, there's lots of, you know, with getting different colors. Black seems to be across the board good to go, but just an all black gun, it's just, you know, I like to have a little bit of contrast to the colors, you know.
It's sharp.
Oh man, super nice, super nice. Listen, so Taran, earlier you mentioned something that sounded pretty amazing, and I know you sent me a video. I haven't really had a chance to take a look at it yet, but you had both the Punishers at your range shooting the John Wick guns.
Yeah. So I've been trying to get this happen for like 5 or 6 years. I've been friends with John Bernthal forever, training for the Punisher and all of his other movies, and I never met Thomas Jane. And about 6 months ago, whatever, Thomas Jane came out. Big fan of his. I love his Punisher movie, Deep Blue Sea. He's done a lot of great movies. Great guy, super cool. So Thomas Jane came out, and then for like several months, I'm like trying to get them to come out at the same time without really telling them. And then one would have to cancel. They got booked a gig, and So finally the day came. I didn't tell them who was coming. And I have a video I haven't posted yet of them like saying hi and meeting, and it's something. I mean, I couldn't get, you know, Dolph Lundgren also at the same time, or Ray Stevenson, but getting my 2 favorite of the 2 Punishers, I think, are the 2 best Punishers out there at the same time, and they got along great. I mean, they actually met at a Comic-Con, I think, or something like that in the past. And they started talking about all this history that I didn't realize. Like, I'm a movie weirdo. Like, there's a movie called The Mist, and that's starring Thomas Jane and the entire cast of the freaking Walking Dead. Like, everybody from the first season of Walking Dead is in that movie. What? And John Darabont and Frank Darabont, the director, Frank Darabont is the one that started The Walking Dead. So he brought, you know, these directors always use the same people all the time. Clint Eastwood's always got the same people and the same everybody, same characters. So he brought like almost the entire cast from The Mist, and they wanted Thomas Jane to be on The Walking Dead. He got booked for Hung or something else, and they got John Bernthal. So how weird is that these Punishers kind of swapped, you know, and that was John Bernthal's first thing that made him a star was The Walking Dead, playing Shane. Yeah. So it's kind of a weird little story there. I was filming it kind of like, should I be filming this like backstory coolness, you know?
So we're gonna jump to that clip real quick because I want to take a look at this, both Punishers at the same time. Let's see. We'll go with this one first. See what we got here. There they are. Look at that.
Stand by.
John Wick's guns.
Is that Genesis?
Wow.
Kind of at the end, he's just like, I don't know. He just
I kind of Kind of got away from me there, but
It's all right.
that's,
Here, hold that for a second.
Sure.
Unbelievable. You know what? Aaron, you don't like leaving targets up, boy. When they supposed to be down, you gonna put them down. I'll tell you that much.
That was fun. He only got a couple runs. Like he had to get used to the gun.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I think I could have took him on that run. I think I could have took him on that run. That's cool, right? Hold on. And then we have another one. Let's check out this clip here. That's funny. Let's see what we got.
Volumetric accuracy is a thing.
It is.
You have
to tell me what that means after this stream is over, Eric. All right, here we go. Check this out.
Taran, listen, really think
Taran couldn't let that fly.
Footwork. Okay, get your breathing under control. Really look down those sights, okay?
All right.
Just work. Don't be scared. You nervous? You all right? Try to do this as fast as you humanly possibly can, okay? Don't worry about safety. Just go fast.
All right.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
Oh, Lord.
Oh God! I'm gonna try this thing.
That's good.
Wow.
See,
That's some good shotgun splits.
Eric.
Oh my God! Hey, listen, Taran, I'll tell you. You know what? I think you need to have somebody come out there and rearrange your targets for you, because you know where they all at. Like, you can shoot them with your eyes closed. So you gotta have somebody come out there and rearrange your targets, throw some no shoots in there, and then challenge you that way, because you know this course way too well at this point.
I know.
Well,
I put up some more. I got some longer ones.
John, remember when we rearranged the course at the first range day? I mean, he just blasted through that. Just blasted through.
Dude, I think that if they rearrange that course, that's going to change the outcome? I was being facetious for everybody that knows how well Taran shoots. But I'm just saying, maybe if we blindfold him, maybe that might work. Maybe if we tie his legs together, he has to hop and do it. I don't know. We have to figure something out that'll slow him down just a little bit.
I wanted to shoot with him an XCal, and I didn't have the opportunity. I was running the other lane in the other.
That's
room.
right, Eric. You didn't.
I didn't get to over run the course. I wanted to, though. Looked like a lot of fun.
We gotta change that, man.
We're gonna change that this range day. This range day, we're gonna be more involved, going around and doing things with the public and everybody that's gonna be there. Eric, we're definitely gonna yank you out of the booth so you could do the same thing, man, because everybody enjoyed it. Taran, you are the talk of the town at XCal. Okay, period. And everybody asks, when is he coming back? Is he ever gonna come back? Listen, I'm just saying, you left a very lasting impression on there. Unbelievable.
Thank you. That place is spectacular.
I mean, it was great, man. I mean, from Taran to Eric and Chad. I mean, we had a lot of people there, but from my conversations with people, a lot of people wanted to see Taran. A lot of people wanted to see Eric and Chad. Everybody that people wanted to see, you guys are probably the top two, and people were Taran because of the movies, and people for Eric is because I've been following Eric for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. So it was really interesting seeing that unique dichotomy of the people at the range day of who they wanted to see, and again, we had a lot of other people that are very well known, reputable in the space. But you guys are probably the top two, at least from the conversations I heard and had, that people really wanted to meet.
Thank you. No, it's fun. We got to do part 2 this year. All of us back there.
Oh yeah.
Chapter 2.
Coming soon. Chapter 2.
Right. That means, so does that mean, for the public record, that both of you guys are coming?
Yeah, let's just find the date and let's just do it.
There we go. All right. Stream over, guys. See y'all at XCal.
I'll be there with bells on.
No doubt, man. Listen, guys, this has been amazing. I am definitely pumped to go see the movie now. I was excited to go see it before, but I'm extremely excited, especially with that gnarly Genesis. That Genesis 12 clip made me feel like it was a video game. That looked like
John, have you shot it yet?
Level. No, I haven't. Have you shot it?
Of course I did.
Oh, you went to the John Wick event at XCal, and they had the Genesis.
They have everything there.
John, I blasted through that little area with that thing. I was like, holy shit. It's amazing.
Yeah, let's do another John Wick event at XCal before it becomes when it comes out on DVD.
Something. You know what? We'll do it at Range Day. We'll have a John Wick section at Range Day. Guaranteed. We're saying it right now because they have all the guns. XCal has all the guns. Taran made sure of that. So at a minimum, we're definitely going to have a John Wick section with all of the John Wick guns from all the movies, whatever XCal got, whatever Taran sends, whatever. John Wick section.
Eric is gonna
I want to make sure I get to shoot with Eric this time.
There you absolutely
right. So
will.
We're going to go in there, and I'm going to shoot with Taran, but this time it's going to be John Hick. Yeah, I'm going to show you how John Hick shoots.
Perfect. We are going to have a shirt. You will have a shirt that says John Hick. Period.
Okay.
Sherm, make sure you know I'm doing the merch. Make sure that I get him a John Hick
text
shirt.
myself that John Hick. I love
you. You heard it here
first. So that's in July. So we'll make sure Terry.
Wait, what's in July?
Dates. The Range Day.
No, that's August. Yeah, it's okay. I said September earlier. You said July. It's August. It's August 4th and 5th. Trust me.
We're gonna send those dates to Eric and Taran, but in the interim, we're gonna make sure that they're connected so that Eric can do a full-on review
on that Genesis 12. Yeah, 100%.
And it'll be a great review.
We got an SOP. We can do machine gun version.
There you go.
There
you go. Nice. Yeah. So make sure he gets the one that Grantham got.
Did Grantham do a review on it?
Yeah. Grantham did a review on the Guns of John. It was, you know what? Listen, that was one of his more impressive videos. I really thought it was fun. It matched the movie. He definitely ran the hell out of all of the guns. I thought it was awesome. Definitely check that out. His John Wick, and he did a little funny parody of how like the camera moves in John Wick and all that. It was good. It was definitely good.
What I can appreciate about that guy though is that everything's so artistic with him. Like he kind of has a little artistic flair. He kind of acts it out. I do like 100%. That. It's very entertaining.
100%.
Super. I'm gonna watch it. I didn't know that. I'll check that out today.
No, it was awesome. Yeah. He sent me early clips of it, and we sent him out the trunk. There's a special trunk with all 3 guns in it. So it's got actually it's more. It's got the Genesis. That's that right there. It's got the Pit Viper. It's got the Glock 34 that opens the movie, riding on the horses. Yep. The Gen 5 this time, not the Gen 3. It's got cut for optics too. And then it's got the knife all in the trunk. So we have to get that over to Eric to go review everything.
Junk in the trunk.
Yeah.
Junk in the trunk. Oh, you are rolling there.
You never know. You never know what Eric is going to say.
That boy on a roll.
You never know what Eric is going to say, man.
You never know what the hell I'm going to say.
No, it's very true. It's very true. Guys, this has been absolutely great. Pumped to go see this movie. I'm probably going to try to go see it tonight now. But listen.
Stay for the after the credits is an extra scene.
Thank you for that, sir.
Oh,
I will.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, because Sherm didn't tell me.
Yeah.
We're gonna go.
You know what? I did not. I forgot about it. But wait. But let me tell you, John, it's a shitload of credits, bro. I'm not kidding you. Like, I was a bit surprised. I was like, man, like, is there something coming? Like, this is crazy. It's like 10, 15 minutes worth of credits.
Well, they probably had to hire a lot of people with body bags to come get all the bodies and clean the bodies.
Taran,
probably coroners.
Did they give credit? Did they give credit to every piece of steel that he practiced on in your range or something?
John, they gave credits to like the assistant to the assistant. You know me, I read all the shit. The assistant to the assistant. I was like, what is this?
Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Wow. All right. Well, I got homework, guys. I got to go watch this movie. And I also have more homework. I got to connect you guys, get that review done, send out the Range Day info, a lot of stuff. This has been amazing. Thank you so much, Taran, for taking the time. Eric, it's always a pleasure having you on the channel, bro.
Thank you, guys.
All right, man. We're gonna see you guys again soon.
We will. Man, that was good, wasn't it?
No, that was awesome, Sherm. Listen, man, I'm really excited to go see this movie now, and
yeah, I'm curious. After you see it, call me because I really want to see. I want to know what you think about the ending, and after you see it, I will text you the article from the president of the studio saying they want another one.
Okay.
And it's not a very lengthy article, but again, some of the criticisms once he made that statement, it's like, well, how is that going to work when the presumption is? But then it's like, well, they open it. So yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay. All right, Sherm. All right, Sherm. But you teetering. You on the line right now.
I know. I'm trying not to so bad.
So I don't want to. Let me let you go so I can not be spoiled here, man. So all right, guys, that's it. That's it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you haven't seen John Wick 4, definitely go see it. You know, honestly, I was sandbagging because I was gonna try to binge John Wick 1, 2, and 3, and then go see 4. But ain't nobody got time for that. So I think I'm gonna just go see 4 and call it day because I've already seen the other movies. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the episode. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Make sure you guys check out Eric's YouTube page. Instagram
absolutely.
page. He's also big time on Twitter now. Follow Taran on Instagram. He's also on Twitter now, Facebook, YouTube. So, you know, we just want to, their channels are way bigger than ours, but they do everything they can to promote us. So we like to return the favor.
100%. These guys, they're both OGs in the game, period. So any information you get from any of their channels or pages, you can trust and you can run with that as it pertains to firearms, bro, because they got it down. So, other than that, see you next episode. So let's go.
And get some.
All right, just got back from seeing John Wick 4. Let me tell you, unmistakably the best in the franchise. And he was all cars with the dragon's breath. He had the pit viper and he was all like, car with it, center axis relock. I don't understand how John Wick doesn't break bones. Like, good Lord, does this man, like, he don't need no milk. He must drink all the milk because the falls this guy takes in this movie. There was that. There was all of the crazy Taran Tactical firearms in that movie. That dragon's breath, crazy. That whole scene felt like a video game. I was actually watching or playing a video game, and it was Taran Tactical guns that he was shooting. Unbelievable. And I mean, just everything about it, the grandiose nature of all of the scenes, the way the scenes were put together, the characters themselves, the wardrobes, unbelievable. Everything in this movie was top notch. And I mean, very little CGI. So I was happy about that too. I mean, this was just raw gunfighting, hand fighting, combat. It was unbelievable. Period. John Wick 4, go see it. 5 stars from Guns Out. Hands down. Let's go.